right, let's line up, gentlemen.
Matt, you here? You over? Oh,
There he is. Got him.
All right.
All right, light up the smoker if you got him.
The smoker's not smoking.
What do you mean you're smoking?
The smoker's not smoking.
Well, get it smoking.
I smoke my smoker. Come on. Oh, wait. There it is. Okay, there it goes.
All right, let's do this, gentlemen. Random tangent. Ah, God damn it. Oh, ow, ow. I'm good. I'm good. I'm under the... Okay, not under the truck anymore. Oh.
Bill, we gotta do it again. I forgot this truck.
What? How you doing, everybody? I'm Bill.
And I'm Neil.
And this is Random Tangent.
And today's episode is all about...
Grand Theft Auto, baby. Yeah. All right.
Let's
So
start off by asking them to please like, subscribe, share if you haven't done it, comment if you want to. We
don't really read it anyways.
yeah. So yeah, we are
I
doing.
mean, he does. I don't give a shit. I'm just the face. He does all the work.
Yeah, this is the beauty aspect of the show.
I'm proud of this.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a Grand Theft Auto episode because we had the idea the other day and thought it would be a lot of fun. And we have a lot of Grand Theft Auto clips we've recorded, be playing online. And let's play one right now, one of our favorite ones. We call this one the Sparta Incident.
It's still funny, and I can't even see it.
Basically, it started out, we wanted to do a really impressive three-person jump. We're going to have a kind of appearance of our much-mentioned friend on the show.
Matt!
Yeah,
Love you, buddy.
We wanted to do a three-person motorcycle jump off of the top of Mount Chiliad, the very tall mountain in the game, from this...
That's GTA 5, by the way.
Yeah. What's, what would you call it, like a lookout point? Whatever it is.
It was actually, it's a lookout point,
cable
but
lift.
it's a cable lift depot, and it's actually the arm stretching out from the cable lift out of the mountain.
We're going to do a three-person jump off of this. Thing is, while we were waiting for Bill to get there, I was dicking around and lost my bike, and then just kind of got into trouble.
Let's see. We're already off topic here. Let's discuss this as it is. It wasn't you lost your bike in trouble. No, it was you lost your bike. He got bored in You need to understand, in video games, he's a dick.
Yes.
So he got bored and shenanigans ensued. So let's go ahead, roll the clip. This is Sparta!
And that's why we call it the Sparta Incident. Much like the scene in 300.
Kicked him off the cliff. But yeah, so these are the types of clips we're going to get into today. We're also going to discuss the times in life and history that is Grand Theft Auto. I think one of the things we definitely are going to discuss is the impact that Grand Theft Auto had on gaming as a whole.
So let's go start with the series beginning. It started as a top-down sort of game.
Well, it started as a mistake.
True, yes.
Nipples on men.
Those are a mistake. Yeah, there's no need for that.
They are fun to play with, though.
All we do is put shit on them. In them, on them. Just... Piercing goes through, it's in. Electric clamps go on.
When this is over, we gotta talk.
Yeah, when they were originally coding the game, I forget what game were they trying to make.
They were trying to make basically like an APB, cops and robbers, kind of like you rob and the police would chase you, and it was kind of more of a cutesy game.
They made one little mistake, though, during while they're putting in numbers for stuff. They upped the aggression of the police officers.
By about 1,000.
So instead of trying to pull over...
They went from being like Kentucky Sheriff to LAPD. Like, that's what happened, really. It
turned out they had a lot of fun playing the game like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was kind of the genesis of the Grand Theft Auto franchise. Started kind of like Lara Croft's boobs in Tomb Raider. Someone put a decimal point in the wrong spot, they grew enormous, and someone was like, yeah.
Why is it that you know that and I don't?
I don't.
That's disturbing.
You just saw the boobs and were like, yes, boobs. I looked into the origin.
I know the origin of boobs.
No. Those particular... If you ever look back at them now, it's like, what were we so ecstatic about? They had two.
Well, actually, they had more than two.
There's 2 games and then some expansions.
They
like
had
Grand Theft Auto
they had
London.
Grand Theft Auto London and things like that. But those were the top downs. Those, I mean, I guess you could technically call them open world games because they really weren't.
They kind of let you go all
Locked
over.
in. Yeah,
But it's not like
it's not what it wasn't until Grand Theft Auto 3 when I think the birth of a genre.
Yes, definitely. Rockstar kind of revolutionized gaming when they brought out Grand Theft Auto 3. Instead of being this simple top-down world, they made it 3D and built something epic.
Yes, yeah, really, truly epic. And what's ironic now is, I remember playing that game and comparing it now to anyone in the series. The graphics were so simple.
Mm-hmm.
You only had a handful of cars to drive.
True.
The world was
It's kind of barren. I mean, but at the same time though, at that time, it felt amazing.
massive.
Yes.
That was something about there was something about those games from the series from 3 through San Andreas. There was just something about like, yeah, you could play the game.
Mm-hmm.
But it was I honestly couldn't count the number of hours I spent driving in circles, causing shenanigans, not in any way doing anything relative to the point of that game at all.
That game is definitely one of those ones that you didn't care about. You didn't have to care about the story. You could make your own story. Like one of these people on the sidewalk is a serial killer. Run them all down. Get them.
I just ran them all down. I didn't.
You weren't trying to be vigilant.
I'm not trying to sit here and be Steven Spielberg. I'm just going to run them down and.
Well, after Grand Theft Auto 3, they moved on to Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and I gotta say, I think that game kind of really set the standard.
Yeah, that put it up to the notch where it was like, okay, Rockstar knows what it's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're making games now.
I think the most notable thing about 3 is definitely the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That was...
Vice City.
Vice City, yeah. That was
3,
one of the first games, I think, that actually had a really...
licensed soundtrack.
Licensed, known soundtrack.
I think a couple games might have had some songs from other,
Well, yeah, like going back to like the Aerosmith game that we were talking about on NES, and SNES, and all that.
There's a Spider-Man game that had Green Jelly doing the soundtrack for it. But this one actually brought in a whole bunch of songs from a lot of artists
from the era. The era was specific. That was cool.
Yeah, they definitely built an '80s world. And I gotta say, I was gonna save this little tidbit for our 80 subscriber 80 episode we were planning on doing. Judging by the rate we're gaining subscribers, that might take a few years, and who knows, I might forget it by then. So I'm going to bring it out now. I used to hate, like deep down loathe, despise 80s music. Until Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Now
when you start associating with murdering people.
Exactly. Like any 80s song I hear now, I'm up on the sidewalk running down pedestrians for no reason. But besides that, they also started bringing in like professional voice actors.
Yes, they did.
They had a ton of them in Vice City.
Yeah, they did. There was a lot of them.
Ray Liotta, Dennis Hopper, Gary Busey.
Didn't Ving Rhames was involved in one of them, wasn't he?
I'm not even sure. But yeah, there's a ton of them they brought in that one. So yeah, they definitely raised the bar way above 3.
Yeah.
3, they came up with the concept. Vice City, they brought it to a whole new level.
So,
after Vice City,
then we jumped right into San Andreas, which
once again the bar
that was a leap.
Vice City, amazing. Then also San Andreas and raised it even higher.
Yeah, and that way I think San Andreas, that was Rockstar saying, "Oh, you thought Vice City was good? No, it wasn't. Watch this."
So much more customization. You change your character's clothes, his haircut. The way he looked.
His body, his weight.
Uh-huh.
If you ate too much, you got fat.
You can change. There's much more car customization available instead of just driving to the pay and spray. Was that it?
Yeah.
Instead of just driving in there and getting whatever car color they gave you, you can go to certain shops for certain vehicles and modify them to look any way you want them to look.
Yeah.
Beyond that, they had that's the first game you could swim.
Yeah.
And they actually did something cool. They didn't want you to go to certain parts right away. So if you went too far, you got that
That
5-6 star wanted level.
Well, it was 6 stars back then.
Yeah.
Back in the good old days, and they actually had the army chasing you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the hell that ever changed.
What I like about San Andreas is they threw everything at you. Like, whatever they can think of, pretty much made it into that game.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's enough of that one, huh? And then they dipped into, now with Vice City and with San Andreas, they tried to use
They used a lot of pop culture
Yeah.
in movies as a base.
80s theme, Scarface, the 80s. They just used the 80s for Vice City. That was generally the
Yeah, Miami Vice,
Yeah,
Scarface,
Miami Vice, yeah.
probably a few other ones. I think there's actually a Speed reference in there, but even though they came out post 80s, but they a lot of
Yeah.
movie pop culture base for that game, and also for San Andreas. San Andreas was a lot more 90s gangster movies.
Yep. You know, Boys in the Hood. It's the only one I could think of in 90s.
Others,
Others that I'm sure were in there somewhere. But the thing that was really cool though was they found a way to draw you into that main character and really make you follow these characters. So Vice City really started you good. Then San Andreas, I think, took you up a huge notch. Then we got into GTA 4. Not my favorite in terms of story. It didn't feel as fleshed out as the previous two. I liked the characters. It just, to me, it seemed like they took these really great characters and put them in like a poorly written B-rated movie. Like they didn't. It had great acting, poor script.
okay.
Like, I mean, but other than that, I mean, I like the fact that Nico kind of had this.
I see. I think he had a really good story arc that you
Yeah.
could kind of make your own. There were several points in the game where you can make decisions.
Yeah.
You weren't necessarily following along to everything the game told you to do.
Yep.
You could make decisions. I think you get to the point at the end where he gets a choice to either kill a guy that he's been chasing or kind of let him go.
Shot him every time.
No, okay. Well, it was at that point. It was a very
Didn't have to think about it.
it was a personal decision that you had to make, and you had to kind of decide how you felt as Nico.
Yeah. I think where the story flawed in 4, the DLC that came behind that is where it shined.
Definitely.
What I'm talking about there is the Lost and Damned and the Ballad of Gay Tony. Now, what made these two expansions so cool was not just the fact that they were really well written, but the fact that
The protagonists of those two expansions, Johnny Klebitz and I think his name is
Louis something, yeah, something like that. There's actually like in the beginning of GTA 4, there's a bank heist. It's just a little simple
about
thing.
midway through.
Something like that, yeah.
During GTA 4, the main game.
The main game, there's a heist. What you don't realize until you play later, after you've played the expansions, is the one kid from the main protagonist from Ballad of Gay Tony is on the floor. He's one of the customers in the bank, and they drop off to the biker gang, the Lost and Damned.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like literally everything has a connection.
As after you play the expansions, you kind of get to see what was going on outside that main story of the first one, and it turns out it was a very intertwined stories between these three protagonists: Nico, Johnny, and Luis.
Luis.
It was I think something we hadn't really seen before.
No,
Anything like
that
that.
was-
It
that was
was
different.
impressive, and it kind of. At that point, Rockstar kind of got the idea to switch the perspective of characters, and it's something you see come back in not only the Grand Theft Auto 5, where they have 3 characters that you
Yep.
can switch between, but also if you remember Red Dead Redemption, which just came out
Oh yeah,
right
that's
after.
right.
There is a character perspective switch
I remember that.
between the main character, John Marston, and eventually you play his son, and even L.A. Noire.
Oh
If you
yeah,
remember that one? You start out playing as one guy.
I forgot that was a Rockstar
Yeah.
game.
That is something that they kind of brought about in 4 and kind of went with for the next few games.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
changing the protagonist you play as to play as from a different perspective, and they like I say, Rockstar does amazing. They don't put out shit.
No. They spend the time, money, the effort to make a game that people are going to want to play. And, I mean, then we dip into Grand Theft Auto 5, where I think we had a really epic story. It was over 3 people trying to see what everybody's doing. I do think it could have had a little more.
See, I think I've mentioned before that the way that they did it with the 3 protagonists in that game, and you split up between this one, and this one, it didn't feel like each one had enough story.
Yeah, it felt a little loose, like because it almost felt like
as an overarching story between all 3 of them. All right, but
Yeah.
you didn't see a lot of growth with each individual character.
and it also.
See, the first part of the game you're playing is Franklin and I forget the other guy, the retired
Yeah, the retired bank robber.
Michael.
There
You're
it
playing
is,
as Franklin
Michael.
and Michael, and then you get to Trevor. And
Oh
pretty
my
much
God,
the rest of the
yes.
game, you just want to watch Trevor.
Yeah.
Or at least just switch to him.
My favorite thing is just switching to him and he wakes up in like
What's
a
he
cow
doing this
barn in
time?
his underwear. I did it once and he was robbing a liquor store, but he didn't have a gun. He was doing this, and it's like, okay, hold on. And the best part is that first minute, it's still loading, and so the loading screen is little story. You're gonna watch what happens,
Uh-huh.
and you're just sitting there like, well, you know, I'm gonna start off this level with a police chase.
Like, you'd switch to Michael or Franklin for a few minutes just so Trevor can reload and be off for some new adventure and
Yeah.
go back to that. Now, one thing a theory I've read is that the characters in Grand Theft Auto 5 each represent the different kinds of Grand Theft Auto players. There's Franklin, who's the people that are new to the game and kind of want to learn the ropes and learn how to get money, figure out what everything is. He's learning. Michael represents the more veteran players, the guys that have been around and played all the games, and now they're more interested in side activities. Hey, what's this new thing that I can do?
Yeah, bowling and darts and
Yeah, whatever.
What random event can we come to next?
And then there's Trevor, who are the maniacs in the game. The guys who are up on the sidewalk running down pedestrians for fun. I've got a bomb. Let's throw it in a crowd and see what happens.
Neil. They're called assholes.
Let's talk maybe about Grand Theft Auto Online, and maybe then get to some of the. Well, it will explain some of the fun that can be had that way.
Yes, I think we did. So then Rockstar, in their infinite wisdom, just said, you know what? We're not awesome enough. How do we get awesomer? They're like, what if we let them all play online together? Even the Jagoffs.
Especially the Jagoffs. That's our base.
Those are the ones we go in there and poke at. Like we're the douchebags that, as a crew, go in and go, all right, look up on there. Who's the number 1? Why? Because he's about to have the longest starting day of his life. And then we proceed to spend a half hour torturing them till they leave. Then we go off to seek adventure and fun elsewhere.
For
But
guts, for glory,
oh god,
for the thrusty dance.
yeah.
With online, basically this is something kind of revolutionary for last generation, where you had to install the entire game to the hard drive because
Yeah.
to play online you had to be able to load that quick. It couldn't be done off a disc.
Yeah, too much.
But it was massive.
Oh.
The whole map.
Yeah, I remember.
Tons of players.
There was
I
a
think-
lot of data on that download too.
I think as is you can get like maybe 32 players in a map, something like that.
Last I remember it being was 35 or 36. I mean, you never found 35 or 36 players.
But you can load in some. There'd be a bunch of people in there. And what I've liked is that they've kept adding to it. They have not let this.
Oh, and I gotta cut you off there because this is important. To all the other game companies out there, go ahead, give Rockstar a call, and they'll tell you, explain to you, it's called free. See, when they update their games, it's not called paid DLC.
With Grand Theft Auto Online, when they bring something new out, usually it costs a lot of in-game money, which you can buy in-game money with
Yeah.
your real-world money, or you can play through the game and earn it
Yeah.
over time.
But truth be told, though, earning it over time is not that difficult.
Not that hard, and plus, you can still access a lot of that stuff. It's not completely off limits. You can still play missions and drive these new vehicles,
Yep.
play mini games that they bring out.
I think the only thing in that game I could think of online right now that you cannot access in any way, shape, or form, entertainingly at least, not. I think you can get on them, is the yachts.
Yeah,
You can get on them, but
no, you can still.
you can't really do anything. Oh, you can still be invited. So as long as somebody else has money.
All you need to know is one person, or to have someone in the game who wants friends and invites you on the yacht. Yeah, you don't have to
Matt,
have all that money to
we
experience everything.
We want our yacht, Matt.
Yeah, what the hell? Seriously, get on it. What else are you doing?
Yeah.
Anyway, should we maybe talk about some of the fun things we do in Grand Theft Auto Online? I'm sure at this point this would be a great place for a montage or something. Maybe we'll play a few clips. But explain some of the other stuff we enjoy.
Well, I know one of the games we've played many times is there's two games. I think two games that we always go back to.
Are you talking Bicycle Chase?
Bicycle Chase. That's one of our fun ones. It's basically tag.
We do it with three people. It's him, myself,
and
Matt.
Hi, Matt.
We've done it with three people. You can probably add more if you want to, but one person has a bicycle.
I don't know. There'd be a limit there. At some point, it'd just be like, I'm on the bike.
You get one person on a bicycle, and it has to be one of the ones you can make do the bunny hop, because that's important.
The BMX bikes are pretty much the best.
The other players are in cars, and their job is to knock the bicycle rider down.
Mind you, no weapons.
Yes. And now you might think that sounds like a distinct disadvantage, but because you can bunny hop, you get over shit that cars can't get through. You can hop over the cars if you time it right, and it becomes such a goddamn
And the thing is
game.
A bike can do this. The car is like,
You try breaking some of those cars.
Yeah.
Bye.
And meanwhile, you're on the bicycle, and all you hear is, and you just know bad is coming. And the only thing you're thinking is, what can I bunny hop over, onto, or get around?
You find yourself in an open area. It's just you know you're screwed. You're just when the tunnel of boom.
I like the Tunnel of Boom. That one's always fun.
It's the western side of the map, I do believe.
It's northwestern. It's the highway underpass that goes underneath the airport strip.
It goes under the military
military
base. If you create a blockade in there, maybe drive a few trucks in there, park them sideways, get a whole bunch of cars parked up. Mm-hmm. Then all you need is one grenade, one bomb.
And shenanigans.
It blows up a few cars, maybe a few more cars. Start spreading out. The thing is, all the traffic behind there, because of the game's AI, wants to get past it, get away. And they do that by driving straight into the wreckage.
We have seen some massive...
I'd say at least a good 5, 6, maybe up to 10 minutes of just carnage from 1-2 grenades.
Yeah, you throw a grenade or two in there, and it just... it's magic.
Parachuting, and how much I shouldn't do it. Grand Theft Auto episode, what'd you think? Let us know. What are your favorite memories that you've had playing the game, if you've played it? So on and so forth.
My greatest memory of playing the game is playing it with friends. I'm just kidding. My friends are assholes.
Yeah, we don't help each other at all.
It tends to start out okay, and then eventually you get shot in the side of the head because, okay, why not?
I had a gun.
I got this new gun, guys. Come take a look. Why y'all running? Also, somewhere in this video there was a clip of
right now.
Matt on the ramp of the waterway area.
Los Santos River.
Los Santos River.
Whatever it's called.
Whatever, yeah. The sewage plant. And him and Neil are having a little to-do, a little conversation, a little ballyhoo maybe. And at one point points a gun at one, the other points the gun back.
No, I had taken out it's a nightstick, but we call it the dick. And I was standing there
black
with
dick of death.
And he pulls a shotgun on me to indicate that he doesn't want me to hold that, so I put it away. In the background,
You vaguely see a dot coming around the corner.
really fast.
Really high speeds. And then the best part of the scene is where you see also you hear "Faye." And what was made, you're looking back on it now, what made that even better was the fact that that car I had was about that close to you.
Uh-huh.
Like literally, it was just like,
This was captured from my game, and I couldn't believe it when it happened.
because all of a sudden Matt was there, and Matt was gone. It was like the worst magic trick ever. And then when you looked in the distance over the bridge, you just saw one car
Going this way, body going this way. Join us for the upcoming weeks when we're going to be eventually finishing our 16-bit series.
No, we're not.
Maybe. At some point we're going to be doing a Magic the Gathering. If you have any shows you would like to see us do, tell us.
Please,
For the love
we're
of
running
God.
out of ideas. Like, we ain't got much left.
We're gonna do, you know what one episode's going to be?
Ow.
Us flicking each other. 30 minutes. Do you want to watch that? We're going to loop it. It's going to be like 5 minutes and just play it again and again.
It's going to be 5. Just do it once and just continue to look. And we'll put, like, the Benny Hill music in it.
Had some graphics, maybe different colors.
They'll, like, mutate into dubstep. So, like, Skrillex defecated on it.
You know where I think we're going to do that episode.
That sounds like fun. And but we need to start out the episode like wait till the end, and then have nothing at the end. Just goes through and just black screen. Sopranos the hell out of it. Just you don't like it. What? That was it, motherfuckers.
Well, so long, folks. Goodbye.
Eat a bag of dicks. Have a good one. Like, subscribe, share. Fuck this guy.
Fuck that guy. Fuck both of us. At the same time.
Begging.
Sounding.
Oh. I have to rant. Random tangent. Here we go.
I like that you check and make sure you're on the right show. You
Yeah.
got another one you're doing?
Hey, you don't want to know.
Straight topic. We stay on topic. Which one? Well, good, I can go.